Paul, disappointment at home today. Home form's been a bit of an issue with a few defeats here. What's your thoughts?
It's a huge issue. We have to get better. There's no getting away from that. I thought for the first 45 minutes, the team that showed a wee bit more desire and appetite and aggression probably got what they deserved going in at half time without working Paddy too much, but they certainly asked enough questions of us to suggest they deserved their lead. I felt second half we probably matched that, which shouldn't be the case. It should be from the off, and we were kind of caught off guard with that, which is frustrating, really frustrating, because we set up in a certain way and we show them video and how you can bypass the press and you hope they pick up for that, but it wasn't to be. So for 45 we were really disappointed with that. I thought second half we competed a lot better without really showing too much quality. You throw two up top to try and ask questions, and probably didn't get enough service today too, or proper service. So for that point of view again, a wee bit disappointing with that. But we probably you get the penalty, and if you score that, who knows what happens. It gives you a lift. The fans get a lift for that as well, and the last wee bit could have been a bit more up and at them, but it wasn't the case. It's no true lack of effort. The boys' effort and application to work's been really good, but just today I just felt we lacked a wee bit quality at important times, unfortunately.
Was it an easy decision, the one change you made to your starting lineup, was it an easy decision to bring Callum Morrison back in? No, it wasn't easy. Declan's been good for us. I think the last few weeks we've showed a consistency of performance, so to make that decision wasn't easy. I mean, Cal's record in terms of goals and assists is the biggest thing, and Decky, as much as he's worked well for the team, has probably just lacked that wee bit. So that was my thinking in throwing Callum back in to give us that. And it's I mean, Cal's done fine, but it's ultimately no worked out because of the result. But that's no on Cal's part. There's more to the game than certainly that. From a manager's perspective, from what you're saying there wasn't a lack of ability, or it wasn't a lack of effort today. You just felt it was a bit of lack of quality at key moments. Is that something that in the final third, how difficult is that from your point of view to try and resolve that?
I don't think it's that difficult, because we've got a lot of talent at the top end of the pitch, and you'll have off days and you'll have good days. I think we showed our qualities last week in the areas. I think we've showed the qualities throughout the season in the areas, so it's not of a massive concern. Don't get me wrong, we don't like losing football matches, and we want to be the perfectly finished article that we win games week in, week out, but no team gets that. The best teams in the world don't get that. So we just continue to keep them at it, keep them as positive and upbeat as we can, and we just go again.
Talk us through your changes today. You tried to go two up top towards the latter stages.
Yeah, I just felt we could have asked more questions of their two centre backs, who I thought headed and tackled and were aggressive, and actually defended crosses really well, the two of them. But I just thought if we could have been a wee bit more direct and turned them a wee bit and tried to ask more questions that way, because obviously the way we started the first half, it wasn't working. So it was basically just to try and get something at the game. You go and chase it a wee bit, so that was the biggest thing, to get keener on and try and ask more questions of their centre backs.
How's Cal feeling just now?
Yeah, I mean, you're better asking him. I spoke to him on that. He'll be disappointed. There's no getting away for that. Cal thrives on scoring goals and being in the headlines, so he'll be disappointed. But again, he's big enough and ugly enough to go and step up there. A couple of weeks ago, he comes on, scores a penalty against Alloa. So when you put yourself in that position, there's going to be moments where you do happen to miss for 12 yards.
It seems to be at the moment everyone's kind of cutting each other's throats. It's disappointing. I think we're 5th, 6th in the league now, but only 6 points off top. It's still very much open at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, fortunately, because the results haven't been good enough, and our points return isn't good enough. So I think I've said it time and time again, nobody is taking the league by the scruff of the neck. We need to do more to start picking up points more regularly, and that's a real frustration from our point of view. But the one positive, the fact that we're not doing that and teams aren't running away from us, is we'll have to take heart from that.
We noticed obviously Robbie Much wasn't in the matchday squad today. We believe that's an injury. Can you give us any update on that at all?
Again, it's just time. He's had an MRI. We're just waiting on a scan on that, so we're just waiting the results of that scan. We'll hopefully get them early week, and that may clarify a wee bit more how long he's going to be.
And thoughts now move towards the game next weekend, Wraith Rovers, I believe. It's going to be a tough one. They're kind of flying at the moment.
Yeah, a brilliant team. They score goals. They're exciting going forward. They're well set up. So we'll put our focus onto that as of now and start working towards that. But it's a different challenge, a different focus away from...
The stadium is now out of event mode.
A different focus away from your week-to-week league duty. Obviously everybody enjoys the glory of Scottish Cup and try to go on a cup run, but we know how difficult that will be. But for us it's a challenge that we'll relish, and against the Championship side we'll just go and see what we can do with that.
Here's hoping. Paul, as always, thanks for your time.
Cheers, Lewis. Thank you. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.